Hello, voice. Can you hear me? Welcome. Good morning. Okay. So yesterday we saw, I think in the last class we saw the basics of the computational chemistry. So I gave an idea about how the Schrodinger equation is used to solve. Schrodinger equation is used to solve the present day complex problems. There are there are scientists, with chemistry background. They have a lot of computing skills. And nowadays, I believe every student must not be equipped with only one discipline. He should have some calculating skills, like doing some computer works. Otherwise, the scope of getting a job and scope of getting a very good future remains very big. So it's an additional skill. Also, that you can see that even software programmers who have a very good degree like BCA or MCA, they often do a 6 months, 3 months diploma work. What does the diploma work say? It is an additional qualification. Similarly, for MSc chemistry, two very great opportunities are there. One is MBA, which is business in administration for great pharmaceutical industries involved in as managers or some administrators. The second thing is purely technical or professional one. A very good company like uh, basic medical science and one is Bangalore. They give 6 months computer professional teaching. So it costs about 80,000 or 90,000 rupees. After joining them, they tell you the basics of computing things. And now, when presently people are having both the skills, programming skills as well as the chemistry skills. For example, group theory, you can take that. It has got its own application in quantum mechanics. How to evaluate a automatically there is a program called as chemcraft. Chemcraft is a trial version as well as paid version is there. In the Chemcraft, if you input a molecule, there is a tool in which you can click, find out the point group. When you click this, find out the point group, the molecule is automatically considered for the point group, and the program calculates the dipole moment. As soon as the dipole moment is zero, it gives you the favorable point group. So you can choose a point group, for example, C2 or C8 or some other. After choosing the point group, you have to align this. Now, point group concept, symmetry concept is only known by the chemistry students. It is not known by computer professionals. So every time a chemist cannot go to the computer professional and explain to them what is required and what is not required. So nowadays, what they're looking is interdisciplinary type of subject in which you are required to learn certain computation skills so that you yourselves can calculate the point group. You yourselves can do the computing. There is a very good language called as Python language. I suggest you can learn this. Python. It's a very good scripting language. Some 2 3 years back, when I was in the university at the ACS, Indian girl was a chemistry was awarded for involving the graphical processor. Graphical processor means it's a different thing. I think you might have seen the uh, smartphones and the smart TVs. In the smart TVs, you'll always see uh, AGP, Assistant Graphical Processor. The name will be probably Mali, NVIDIA, and these are some of the groups which put in about thousands of processes. This one which I'm running, which is running the this, having only eight cores of that. Out of these 8 cores, only 6 I use because it gets heated up. So a graphical processor unit, it involves thousands of processors produces enough heat and it has to stabilize thermodynamically. And these people use these cores for quantum chemical computing. Believe me, if there is no advancement in quantum computing, there won't be uh, any development in even the touch screen. So I'm going to share this screen, that is the uh, Microsoft Word there, and we're going to see something about uh, share screen. Microsoft Whiteboard is there. You will see now. So here I'm going to tell you the first what is meant by the cloud computing. Cloud computing. Now, basically, the one which we use in house is called as the PC, personal computer, or it is called as the desktop. These definitions are important. Don't think that without definition you can straight away go and sit into the table and work. Then this notebook is also very important. The actual name is notebook. We often call it as laptop. Laptop is never used by any foreigners. I mean, that is who are very aware of what is technology. It is actually a notebook. Desktop, notebook, and then you have three uh, tabs. Okay, electronic tabs. These are the three different. They use different architecture. They use different architecture. Architecture means it's about the processing unit. Then within this desktop, you had so many two things were there. One is parallel computing, parallel computing, and the other is serial computing. All our all our computers, nowadays only use serial computing only. We don't use the serial computing only. We don't use parallel computing. It is like I quote one good example. The example is if you want to construct a wall, okay, if you want to construct a wall, if you've got four masons, four laborers, and four boys, you can ask them to do sequentially. Okay, sequentially. Like you can ask them to bring one by one all the bricks. You can ask all the persons to make a make that mixture, cement mixture. You can make them to again line the wall like that. But if you have parallel, uh, these four can take up the bricks. These four can bring and mix the cement mixture. These four can do other works, other assistance. Okay. So in fact, in the parallel computing, it is a powerful one. Parallel computing is powerful computing. What happens in parallel computing is you divide works, divide a task, divide a task into four or n number of tasks. Okay. Suppose here my computer is running there. If it is able to run in parallel, what I did is I have taken a porphyrin zinc complex. I have taken a porphyrin zinc complex. So I am able to I wish to calculate time dependent density functional theory, which is nothing but a UV spectroscopy, fluorescent spectroscopy, and I am trying to calculate transport number, and I am trying to calculate the charge of the molecule, and I am trying to calculate the uh, NMR shift. Okay, NMR shift, right? So here I got four properties to calculate. One, two, three, four. Transport number of electrons that are available from that. Okay. So what I can do is, because it's a porphyrin ring with a huge porphyrin ring system, I think it's a huge molecule with a zinc atom. Zinc is a big is having atomic weight of 30. To calculate this, it takes a lot of time. So serially, what will happen will be first this will be calculated, second this will be calculated, third this will be calculated. But what the computer does is, if you have a workstation or a cloud computing, it distributes one part to do one work, other part to do other work, the third part to do that work, and the fourth part to do fourth work, and then later merge it. Okay, so because of that, the hard disk and RAM should be very great. RAM should be very great. Nowadays, the hard disk comes in redundant array of independent disks. So if you have 4 works, you have to store all these 4 works. 4 works. Okay. Now what they do is they have got 4 hard disks. Hard disk 1, hard disk 2, hard disk 3, and hard disk 4. All the 4 are connected. Are connected in parallel. So whatever program is run is separately fed. It's separately fed into separate hard disk. This will go here, and this will go here, and this will go here, and NMR and TPM should be into the hard disk. So it reduces. Then and there, it reduces the task. Now, how do you think you are going to watch this program also? That is because of this parallel computing technology. For bringing out parallel computing technology, you need what is called as the workstation. So I'm coming back to my here. We have a desktop. The desktop is able to do only one work. It is just a PC. I have 4 desktop, and I distribute the work and connect them by means of some network. Okay, by means of some network. Then I get something called as the workstation. So my computer is a workstation because I've got 8 cores there, parallel RAM there, 2 hard disks there, and enough cooling system is there. Okay. So if it is not there, suppose if I ask you all of them to do a search on Google, the Google search on our workstation, you all get immediate results. How do you get immediate results? It's because it's a workstation. If it was a desktop, you will go in a queue. You will go in a queue. First person after getting the result, second person he will get, third person he will get, but it is not happening. All of you get the result immediately. So that is why it is called as a workstation. So workstation actually speeds up the work, right? So 2 or more computers connect by a LAN cable or connect by some hard disks or connect by some cables, and then do that. You get some speed work. Okay, that is the workstation. Now, coming back to the cloud computing, I think you can see what is happening in the cloud computing. So I'll just explain this cloud computing terms. You've got an application. Okay, you got an application, right? And the application is, I just told you, it's a Chemcraft or it's a Gaussian. Gaussian is a software which calculates quantum mechanically. Okay. What is the platform that it uses? I am using, let me just take, it uses the Windows platform. And what is the infrastructure I'm having? In the infrastructure, if I'm having only one PC, it's a desktop. If I'm having 4 PCs, then it's a workstation. Now, what these people have done with cloud computing is they connected all PCs throughout the world. Okay. Now let me take an example. In second MSc, we have got 22 students. Out of these 22 students, 20 students have PC. I want to do a work which takes up 20 days. Okay. A work which takes up 20 days. So I want to do it in one day. Then what I do is I request all the students to switch on the computer. To switch on the computer in the night. All switch on the computer. All 20 students switch on the computer. Okay. Switch on the computer and leave it over the night. Then we have a software We don't need to remember it. It is called as the MCPI, Media Change Passing Interface. It connects all your 20 computers, and the Gaussian program which I want to calculate the thermodynamic properties like homo and other properties, it is distributed to all the computers. Okay. Then when it is distributed on the computers, it is computed and then it is stored as binaries in all the different computers. Okay. I'll be using my monitor, my PC to monitor if the work is going on or not, if the work has finished or not. And then I would use the communication skills. What is the communication skill? The communication skill is that particular software which we call it as the MCPI. This is free. There are a lot of some free things are there. But what I have to do is I have to pay every student some money and should have a very good network, okay, to create a final database. So 20 days of work I am doing in only one day. That is called as the cloud computing. It's called as the cloud computing. So suppose if you have a work, for example, the present day in the for finding out the structure of COVID-19 virus, cloud computing from Oxford University, AstraZeneca, and then PDB, Protein Data Bank base, and then Moderna. These people joined together. 4 big wigs, big shots joined together. They had a centralized gene base, and then structure of virus was identified. It was very fast. Otherwise, if the cloud computing was not there, it would have taken 6 months. 6 months for evaluating the structure. But it happened in just 6 days. In 6 days, they were able to identify the structure of the virus. So that is the advantage of cloud computing. So if they ask you cloud computing, it is you have to explain like this. It's a kind of virtual computing. Virtual means it is not real. Not real. Okay, it is not real. Right? So the virtual computing. So I will give another example. For example, present day artificial intelligence is ruling the IT industry. What is artificial intelligence? If you buy a biscuit packet, you keep eating the biscuit. As soon as the biscuits are over, okay, you throw the wrapper. The biscuit packet together and the wrapper. Okay, you throw the wrapper into the dustbin. Okay, in the dustbin, you have something called as if you have something called as sensor, it will be called as the smart dustbin. Smart dustbin. What does it do? It reads barcode. It reads barcode. Okay. It reads barcode and says concludes. It concludes that the biscuit is over. Biscuit is over. What does it mean? You have eaten all the biscuit and you have thrown it. Therefore, the biscuit is over. So once the biscuit is over, it goes online. Orders new biscuit packet. Okay, it orders new biscuit packet. So that is why it is called as the smart. So smart dustbin, sensor, and all those things. So how does it happen? This happens only by means of cloud computing. Okay, that is one example of cloud computing. The next example I can quote is: have you heard of the smart TVs? Okay, smart TV. Okay, basically there are two. One, you can use OK Google. Okay. See, if I just say OK Google in my phone was what you want to do. You take your mobile phone. OK Google, play me a music from YouTube means it plays. Okay, that is one thing. Then another thing is Alexa by Amazon is there. Okay, Alexa,
JioSaavn
please.
isn't installed on your device. You can install JioSaavn to start listening.
It is now telling me that I use this word. It is not telling me. How does it happen? It happens because of the cloud computing. What is happening in cloud computing? All over the world, there are computers that are connected by computers connected by network. Computers by network. And this network, you have huge database buildup. Huge database buildup. In this database, you can have, for example, you can ask Alexa to play some Tamil music from latest A.R. Rahman, and it will start music from Bigil. Okay, so how does it happen? Somebody might have stored in USA some song. Somebody might have stored in Japan some song. There are in Japan and China there are a lot of Tamil music fans. So all these persons have stored it and they are allowing it access, and immediately the song comes up. Otherwise, if there is no cloud computing, if you ask anything, it will take a lot of time. It will have to search in different countries. It will have to go for this. So Amazon is using its cloud computing only. Okay. I think you might have purchased the products from Amazon. When you purchase a product from Amazon, you can see that wherever you are, you can use mobile, you can use tab, you can use laptop, you can use computer. Wherever it is, you can just log on. Okay, log into that device and access the cloud. Access the cloud. This cloud is actually a network of all the computers, which is given by free of charge. It is given, somebody give free, somebody do not give. Now, for the scientific purpose, I can just tell you, in the Indian Institute of Science, which is always in my dream, this is one of the number one institute in India. I also follow all the activities of that Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. When in the year 2000, I wanted to do some work. Year 2000, I wanted to do some calculations for uh, fluoro, this particular molecule, Si, F, F, and F. But in the year 2000, it was very slow. It was very slow. So what I did was, I went to IAC Bangalore. I told the person that I'm going to calculate the properties of the silicon fluoro, silicobenzene, fluorosilicobenzene, trifluorosilicobenzene, and they did nothing. I just they found that I am very much interested. So they were having silicon graphics. Silicon graphics. You just search this word. These people are stalwarts, genuine, genius persons in computers. Silicon graphic is a supercomputer. Okay, IBM, great. I saw this computer, this supercomputer. They have installed this particular program Gaussian, and they gave me login ID. Login ID. I came back to OneEmbody. Okay, using their website description, I logged on to it, submitted this molecule, and within one day, I got result. Within one day, I got result. Such a huge molecule. In the year 2000, remember it is 20 years back. 20 years back, how fast was the computer? How many facilities were there? Internet was very slow, but I got it. 1 hour I logged onto the computer. I monitored what was happening, and then finally I got the result. So these are the advantages of the cloud computing as well as the workstation. Nowadays, you need to have additional skill. It is like a mobile phone or it is like a calculator. You need to have additional skill. I am having that skill. That is why I am sitting so pretty, very happy that I am doing some work. My PC is still doing some work. Okay. If they ask you workstation, you have to write everything. If they ask you cloud computing, you can quote the few examples that I have given here. And if they ask you limitations, I can tell you few limitations. Limitations are disadvantages of that. Here, privacy is lost. That means, suppose if my molecule is new, with hard work, I have synthesis new molecule. I am giving the structure to the network. Some people may hack it. Okay, some people may hack it, and they can say that they have work. It is my work, but they can say they have done my work. So privacy will be lost. Okay, that is one thing. And the second thing is data may be stolen. Okay, hundreds of students log on to the PC. Suppose, for example, there are about yesterday there were about 19,000 papers. 19,000 papers on COVID-19 virus. Okay. Oxford University UK claimed a good vaccine. Okay. Immediately what happened was Russia hacked the vaccine structure, hacked this vaccine science, and then they claimed they have got the product. Oxford University got very furious. Oxford University. They got very furious because they stored that in this cloud computing. They were storing this data. The data was stolen by Russia, and they say they will bring the vaccine by September or August. By September. Okay. So that is the main. These are the main two disadvantages of having the cloud computing. Sometimes if you have very good marks, sometimes if you have very good crucial data, it will be stolen. But 10% of the time only alone it is stolen. 90% of the time it is okay. Every Google search that you do, every knowledge-based search we do, it comes through only cloud computing only. So it has got a structure. Nowadays, lot of software are there. You want to calculate the material property, you want to calculate medicinal property, submit it to the cloud computing, get the result. The chemistry now cannot exist without cloud computing. Okay. So with these words, if you have, I finish the recording here because time is going down, and it's about 10:30, and it will be ending up. So if you have any doubts on that, you can ask me in my private WhatsApp, or you can ask me here in the class itself. Okay. Thank you.